The story begins with a sweeping view of an alien capital city. Towering, sleek metallic skyscrapers rise under a dark, purple sky, their surfaces reflecting the light of distant stars. High-tech, intimidating warships hover silently in the distance, their angular designs cutting through the sky like silent predators. The alien world is a masterpiece of technological advancement, a utopia forged from centuries of progress. But in the heart of this shining city, the rulers, tall, cold beings with gleaming eyes, are far from welcoming. As the camera zooms into a grand, elegant council room, we hear the unmistakable sound of mocking laughter echoing through the chamber. The council, a group of the Empire's most powerful leaders, sit in a circle around a large screen. On the screen, an old broadcast from Earth plays, showing a violent gladiatorial match, with humans fighting in a brutal arena, blood staining the sand. The humans, dressed in ragged clothes, are brawling with one another, fighting for survival. The alien leaders watch, unimpressed, snickering to themselves. Primitive creatures, one of them sneers. They still solve their problems with violence, no better than animals. Another alien chuckles and nods. They're nothing more than bloodthirsty beasts, wasting their lives on pointless conflict. Their words drip with contempt as they continue to mock the humans' apparent savagery. They believe themselves to be far above such behavior, their empire having achieved peace and prosperity through superior intelligence and technology. The camera pulls back, revealing the entire alien council room. The rulers sit confidently, their faces cold, their postures regal. But as the camera pans out, a subtle undercurrent of tension begins to build. Despite their technological dominance, the aliens seem oddly uncomfortable, as if they sense something far darker is about to unfold. We're taken to a military base on Earth, a stark contrast to the alien world. Here, Captain Eric, a tall and rugged human medic, is preparing for a mission. He stands at the head of a long table, his piercing eyes scanning over a group of soldiers and medical personnel. They are not warriors or soldiers of battle, but rather, they are medics, scientists, and doctors, the quiet heroes of humanity's military might. Eric is a striking figure, his face a hardened mask of resolve, his broad shoulders and sharp features giving him the appearance of a man who has seen and survived countless wars. His reputation precedes him, not for being a killer, but for being one of the best medics the military has. He is known for his calm under pressure, and for his ability to heal where others would perish. The room is filled with the low hum of quiet conversation as Eric calls his team to attention. Their mission? To travel to an unknown alien world in the midst of a galactic pandemic, a crisis of unimaginable scale. The alien species, once proud and dismissive of humanity, has requested assistance, desperately pleading for help as a mysterious disease ravages their empire. Despite their technological superiority, the aliens have failed to contain the spread of the virus, and their best scientists have no answers. Desperation has led them to Earth, to the very creatures they once mocked. Eric and his team, despite their doubts and the tension between the two species, are their last hope. The camera lingers on Eric's face, a mix of determination and curiosity. He knows that this mission could define humanity's future, but something about it feels wrong. He has heard the stories of alien species that look down on humans, dismissing them as mere animals, but now, they are asking for help. What could have happened to cause such a powerful, technologically advanced empire to fall so far? The scene sets up a tone of urgency and foreboding as Eric and his team prepare for the journey. The sound of a spaceship's engines fills the air as the team boards their sleek, high-tech transport. The aliens may have laughed at humanity's violence, but now, Eric and his team are the ones who hold the key to their survival. As the human ship blasts off into the stars, we cut back to the alien world, where the rulers are still laughing at humanity's expense. Unbeknownst to them, the very virus they mocked is beginning to spiral out of control. In hidden laboratories, alien scientists are scrambling to find a solution, but their technology, though impressive, has failed them. Their most advanced diagnostic machines display only cryptic, unreadable data. The disease has mutated, adapting in ways their technology cannot predict. Their empire, once untouchable and filled with invincible pride, is now facing a threat they cannot conquer. In the dark corners of the alien capital, whispers of panic are beginning to grow. Rumors spread that their greatest minds are stumped, unable to stop the virus. The High Council, who had once believed that they were the pinnacle of evolution, are now forced to face the painful truth: they are not invincible. They are not gods. One alien leader, Lord Venner, stands before a large, holographic map of the galaxy. His fingers tremble as he looks over the spread of the disease, noting how quickly it has consumed their worlds. His mind races, but he can find no solution. "We are running out of time," he mutters under his breath. He turns to his colleagues, his tone no longer mocking, but desperate. "We've made a grave mistake. We thought ourselves superior. But this," he gestures to the holographic map, his voice filled with dread. "This is beyond us." Meanwhile, far away, the human team continues their journey. They are unaware of the turmoil unfolding on the alien world. Eric's thoughts are focused on the mission, the cure they must bring, and the lives they might save. But there's something nagging at the back of his mind, a growing sense that the aliens' mockery of humanity's bloodthirst was a mistake. The very people they once looked down upon may now be their only hope. Back in the alien capital, Lord Venner watches the human ship approach on his monitors. It is their last hope, the final chance to save an entire empire from extinction. As the human medics draw closer, the alien rulers realize that they may have underestimated humanity in ways they never imagined. What they thought was weakness might, in fact, be their salvation. The screen fades to black, and the opening credits roll, leaving the audience hanging on the edge of their seats. What will happen next? How will humanity's reputation, once seen as barbaric and primitive, change in the face of this new, desperate crisis? The alien empire is in total chaos. What once was a shining beacon of advanced civilization is now on the verge of collapse. The disease that had spread slowly at first has now become unstoppable, ravaging every planet in its path. The alien leaders, who had once stood tall and proud, now sit in council chambers filled with fear and desperation. Their once advanced technology, their greatest weapon, has become utterly useless in the face of this strange, unpredictable virus. In the sprawling city of the capital, the once gleaming streets are now filled with a sense of impending doom. Laboratories that were once filled with the brightest minds in the galaxy are now echoing with silence. Alien scientists who were revered as geniuses now stare helplessly at their failed experiments. The mutating virus refuses to yield to their advanced cures, and their prideful belief in their superiority has given way to an overwhelming sense of vulnerability. For the first time, the Council is forced to confront the fact that they aren't invincible. No amount of technology or military might can save them now. The desperate truth sinks in: there is only one species left in the galaxy with a chance of providing the cure: humans. The same humans they had once mocked as savage, bloodthirsty creatures. But in their time of need, they have no choice but to swallow their pride. The emergency transmission is sent out. As the message reaches across the stars, a single word appears on the screen: help. It's short, direct, and filled with urgency. The alien leaders have finally admitted their mistake: humanity is their only hope. Back on Earth, Captain Eric and his team are sitting in their briefing room when the transmission comes through. The moment they hear the request for help, there is a stunned silence. "They're asking for our help," one of the team members whispers, disbelief in their voice. Eric, ever calm but always calculating, looks at his team with a resolve that defines him. "We'll help," he says firmly. Despite the ridicule humanity has faced, they are ready to put aside their pride and lend a hand. Humanity's resolve is clear: they are not just bloodthirsty warriors, they are healers, protectors, and saviors. This is their moment to prove it. As Eric and his team prepare to depart, the weight of the mission settles in. Their journey will not just be about saving lives, but about showing the universe that humanity is capable of so much more than the violence they are often accused of. This is the moment when humanity's true character will shine through. The story shifts in tone, from the alien empire's collapse to the human offer of salvation, creating a powerful juxtaposition between the two species' paths. The tension remains high as we watch humanity rise to the challenge, ready to face a daunting task despite being looked down upon just moments ago. As Captain Eric and his team prepare to leave Earth, the weight of the mission becomes more real with every passing moment. Their sleek, state-of-the-art ship, the Vanguard, is equipped with cloaking technology that makes it nearly invisible to alien radar. With this technology, Eric's team can enter the heart of alien space without being detected. It's a calculated advantage, allowing them to approach the alien world without raising alarm. As the Vanguard shoots through space, the crew is focused, quiet, each member contemplating the mission ahead. The journey takes them across the galaxy, passing by strange nebulae in distant stars. As they approach the alien world, their anticipation grows, but nothing can prepare them for the sight that awaits. The once grand planet, home to a thriving and powerful empire, now lies in ruin. The alien cities that had been proud symbols of advanced civilization are now skeletal structures, twisted and broken. Fires rage in the distance, and thick smoke billows from what used to be the towering skyscrapers of the capital. The streets are eerily silent. There are no bustling crowds of alien citizens, no advanced vehicles moving about in the air. Everything is still. It's as if the planet itself is holding its breath, waiting for the end. The gravity of the situation weighs heavily on Eric's team. This is not the image of power they had expected. Instead, they see the crumbling remains of an empire that once thought itself untouchable. Their mocks and insults about humanity now seem like distant echoes in the face of such devastation. As the Vanguard lands in a secluded area outside one of the remaining city domes, the crew is met with a chilling reception. The alien leaders, those same beings who had once sneered at humanity, greet them, but there is no warmth in their eyes. Their faces are cold and unreadable, reflecting a blend of fear, resentment, and necessity. The air is thick with tension. Despite the desperate situation they face, the aliens are hesitant, unsure whether they can trust these humans who they once deemed inferior. They watch every movement with suspicion, as if expecting the humans to turn on them at any moment. "We didn't ask for this," one of the alien officials says bitterly, his voice dripping with doubt. "You, humans, are our last hope, but that doesn't mean we trust you." The words hang in the air like a challenge. The humans know their history with these beings is clouded with animosity, but they have no time for petty grudges. The survival of an entire species hangs in the balance, and Eric's team can only push forward, despite the alien hostility. The crew follows the alien officials through the ruins of the city, their steps echoing on the cracked and broken ground. The once grand avenues, lined with strange, glowing trees and advanced technology, now lay abandoned. The stark contrast between the sleek, futuristic architecture and the decaying state of the city sends a chilling message: this empire is on the brink of collapse. The alien leaders guide them to their medical facility, a structure that was once the crown jewel of their technological achievements. Inside, the scene is chaotic. AI drones hover in the air, moving erratically as they attempt to synthesize a cure for the virus that is wiping out the alien population. The machines, designed to be highly efficient and accurate, seem completely out of control. They fly into walls, malfunctioning, unable to process the data they're given. It's clear that the AI, which the aliens had relied on so heavily for years, has failed them. The moment Eric and his team step into the facility, the situation escalates. A set of alien medical machines, once the pinnacle of the Empire's innovation, begin to spark and were loudly malfunctioning as they attempt to mix different alien materials for the cure. Sparks fly from their circuitry, and one of the machines explodes in a burst of bright light. Without hesitation, Eric takes charge. "Get those drones under control," he orders. His team springs into action. One of the team members, Dr. Lena, a medical expert, rushes to the nearest malfunctioning machine. Her hands move swiftly, disconnecting wires, analyzing data, and resetting the device with a practiced calm. Unlike the advanced alien systems, which rely on complex algorithms and calculations, humanity's practical approach to medicine proves to be far more adaptable. While the alien machines had been designed for precision, humans have learned to improvise. Eric's team works quickly, fixing what the aliens thought was beyond repair. At the same time, another drone hovers overhead, trying to replicate human blood samples to synthesize a cure. It buzzes erratically, attempting to connect to the wrong data, until one of the team members, Private Carter, grabs it with a swift motion. "We're not looking for a perfect formula," he says as he reroutes the drone's function, "we need something that works, even if it's rough." The contrast is stark. The aliens had once prided themselves on their advanced technology, but now, it is the humans' hands-on experience, their willingness to tackle the problem head-on, that proves to be their greatest asset. The AI drones, the sophisticated machines, and the once vaunted medical systems of the alien empire are all proven inadequate in the face of the human team's ingenuity. As the team works, more machines break down, but Eric and his crew continue to restore order, doing what the aliens couldn't, finding solutions, not just formulas. Humanity's down-to-earth practicality, their resolve, and their determination to save lives, are the only things keeping the facility from total collapse. But the aliens still watch, unsure, still not completely trusting. They cannot deny the results, but the old prejudices die hard. Even now, when they are at the edge of extinction, they cannot fully embrace the humans. But they know, deep down, that the humans are their only chance. The contrast between the two species is stark: the aliens, with all their advanced technology, unable to adapt quickly enough, and the humans, with their resourcefulness and drive, ready to step in and save the day. This moment marks the beginning of a shift, a growing realization that humanity's strength lies not in their technology, but in their spirit. And this realization could be the key to saving the alien empire, if they can overcome their pride long enough to accept it. As Eric stands in the middle of the alien medical facility, watching the chaos unfold around him, a wave of determination crashes over him. The time is running out. The disease is spreading faster than any of them had anticipated, and with each passing hour, more of the alien species falls victim to its grip. The hope the aliens had placed in the humans' assistance is beginning to fade, but Captain Eric's resolve is stronger than ever. He knows that without the cure, the alien empire will collapse, and humanity's mission will be a failure. Eric's eyes scan the damaged medical facility one last time before he makes a bold decision: he will search for the only potential cure left in the galaxy. A rare, powerful herb, known only to the ancient civilizations of this alien world, is rumored to have healing properties. But the herb is located deep in the wilderness, a dangerous and uncharted area teeming with hostile creatures. This is no easy mission. The alien leaders, despite their desperation, had warned him against it. They had told him the herb was out of reach, guarded by vicious beasts and perilous landscapes. But Eric will not back down. This is humanity's chance to save the alien empire, and he's willing to risk everything to do it. Gathering his team, Eric explains the plan. They will travel to the wilderness in their cloaked ship, hoping to avoid detection by alien factions that have now begun to question the humans' loyalty. The once grateful aliens are growing suspicious, and some of them fear that humans may have their own hidden agenda. But Eric can't afford to worry about politics. There's a cure to find, and the clock is ticking. As the ship nears the city, the team's hopes begin to falter. They see their destination, just within reach. But something's wrong. The ship's cloaking technology flickers and fails. The silent hum of their advanced spacecraft is replaced by an alarming, shrill beep. The hull shudders as a series of explosions rock their vessel. The team's worst fear has been realized: the ship has been sabotaged. "We're under attack." Eric shouts, his voice steady despite the chaos around him. A series of powerful blasts tear through their ship, causing the crew to brace for impact. The sabotage was the work of the very aliens they had been trying to help, a faction of the alien empire that still refuses to trust humanity. They have always seen humans as beneath them, nothing more than savages with no place in the galaxy's grand design. This betrayal cuts deep, but Eric knows they can't afford to fall apart now. With a swift command, Eric leads his team out of the damaged ship, armed and ready. They have no choice but to continue on foot. They're closer to the city, but with every step, it's clear that the alien factions won't let them succeed. A series of orbital bombardments comes crashing down from above, massive energy blasts targeting their position. The alien forces are desperate to stop them, knowing that if the humans succeed, the entire empire will be saved. The team fights their way through the debris-strewn streets, pushing forward despite the chaos around them. The air is thick with smoke and debris, and explosions rock the ground beneath them. Eric leads the charge, the weight of humanity's hope pressing on his every move. He knows that the cure must be delivered, no matter the cost. As the team advances, they are met with more resistance, alien forces blocking their way, intent on stopping them at any cost. Eric's team fights with everything they have. Close combat ensues as the soldiers push past barricades, using their weapons and teamwork to break through the alien defenses. Eric moves like a force of nature, cutting down one enemy after another with precise, calculated moves. His team follows suit, fighting with unwavering resolve. Every step is a battle, and the casualties continue to mount. But the team refuses to back down. They can't. Not now. With their mission hanging in the balance, Eric and his soldiers make it to the alien stronghold. The alien leaders, the ones who had once mocked humanity, are waiting for them, their faces hardened with suspicion and disbelief. But as the humans break through the final barrier and reach the central medical facility, something shifts. Eric places the herb on the table, his hands steady despite the overwhelming exhaustion in his body. The alien scientists rush forward, hesitant at first, but then they begin working, creating the cure from the herb's rare properties. The tension is palpable in the room as the cure begins to take shape. It is a fragile hope, and the team can only watch in silence as the first few drops are carefully prepared. Time is running out, there's no more room for mistakes. We did it, Eric mutters under his breath as the cure is finally ready. But just as hope begins to rise, another wave of destruction hits. The alien factions launch a final, desperate assault, determined to prevent the cure from being used. Explosions rock the stronghold again, and the humans are forced to hold their ground once more. The battle is fierce, but in the end, the humans succeed. Eric's team pushes back the alien attackers and delivers the cure just in time. The first patient is treated, and the healing begins. The moment the cure is injected into the alien leaders, the change is almost immediate. The color returns to their cheeks, the fever breaks, and life returns to their eyes. The infection that had claimed so many lives begins to recede, and for the first time, the alien empire has hope. But the true test of the mission comes in the aftermath. The alien leaders, once arrogant and dismissive of humanity, look to Eric and his team with something they hadn't expected: gratitude. They kneel before the humans, humbled, their faces filled with regret for their earlier actions. The leader who had mocked humanity the most, the one who had called humans nothing more than bloodthirsty animals, now stands in front of Eric, his pride shattered. "We were wrong," the alien leader admits, his voice filled with a deep sense of shame. "You were right all along. It was not your bloodthirst that made you strong. It was your spirit to heal, to save life, even in the face of death." Eric doesn't speak immediately, his heart heavy with the weight of their journey. But when he does, his voice is calm, his words carrying the wisdom of a leader who has seen far more than he ever expected. "Humans are not defined by their anger or their violence," Eric says, his eyes meeting the alien leaders. "We are defined by our ability to fight for what's right, no matter the cost. We fight to protect, to heal, and to save those who need it most." The alien leader nods, his expression solemn but filled with new understanding. In that moment, the two species, once divided by mistrust and arrogance, are united by something much stronger than their differences: mutual respect. The aliens now realize that humanity's greatest strength is not in their bloodlust, but in their compassion and ability to fight for a better future. With the cure successfully delivered and the alien empire saved, the humans return to Earth, victorious. But the true victory lies not in the defeat of the alien factions, but in the profound shift in perception that has taken place. Humanity's spirit of compassion and bravery has made a mark on the galaxy, and no alien leader will ever again underestimate the strength of human resolve. The dust has finally settled on the alien world. The explosions have ceased, the medical facilities are now working, and the life-saving cure has been distributed. The alien empire, once on the brink of destruction, is now slowly beginning to heal. The disease that ravaged their cities is in retreat, and the once desperate aliens are now filled with hope. They owe their survival to a group of humans who, against all odds, risked their lives to save them. Captain Eric stands on the balcony of the alien stronghold, looking out over the city. The sun is rising, casting a warm, golden glow over the city that had once been so cold and lifeless. The streets that were once empty and silent are now filled with movement, with alien citizens returning to their homes, beginning to rebuild their lives. The sound of construction and recovery fills the air, a stark contrast to the desolation that had been present just days before. The humans, including Eric and his team, have been hailed as heroes by the alien population. The alien leaders who once mocked them are now full of gratitude, and their once derisive attitude toward humanity has completely shifted. They now see the humans in a new light, understanding the true strength that lies within them. It is not in their technology, not in their ability to destroy, but in their unwavering will to protect others. As Eric looks over the city, a soft voice interrupts his thoughts. It is one of the alien leaders, the one who had been most vocal in his disdain for humanity. Now, he approaches Eric with a humbled expression on his face. "Captain Eric," he says quietly, "we owe you everything. Our empire was saved because of your people's bravery and compassion. We could never repay you for what you've done." Eric turns to face the leader, his expression calm but resolute. He has come to understand the weight of the situation. He and his team did not come as conquerors, but as saviors. They did not demand anything in return. They did not ask for power or influence. All they wanted was to help. That, Eric knows, is the true strength of humanity. "No repayment is necessary," Eric replies, his voice steady. "You don't owe us anything. We did what we had to do. It's what any human would have done. But if you want to repay us, there's one thing you can do." He pauses for a moment, as if choosing his words carefully. "Teach your people the same thing we've learned. That true strength lies not in the ability to destroy, but in the will to protect." The alien leader nods, a look of deep understanding crossing his face. It is clear that this simple truth has resonated with him. His eyes flicker with emotion, a mix of gratitude and realization. He has been humbled, and he now sees the value in humanity's approach to the galaxy, a willingness to protect, to sacrifice, and to heal rather than conquer. Eric's words, simple yet profound, echo through the alien stronghold. The message is clear: the future of the galaxy does not lie in dominance or war, but in compassion and the courage to do what is right, even when it seems impossible. The humans, having completed their mission, prepare to leave the alien world. As they board their ship, they are given a hero's farewell. The aliens, once cold and dismissive, now line the streets to bid them goodbye. Their faces are filled with gratitude, and some even bow their heads in respect. The humans have done more than just save their lives, they have given them a new understanding of what it means to be strong. Eric and his team know that their work is not yet done. As they leave the alien world behind, they take with them the knowledge that they have made a lasting impact on the galaxy. They didn't just bring a cure, they brought a message of hope, compassion, and the power of sacrifice. And that message will reverberate throughout the stars for generations to come. Before they leave the planet's atmosphere, Eric pauses for a moment to look back at the world they've saved. A feeling of quiet satisfaction settles in his chest. They came to the alien empire as outsiders, as strangers, but they leave as something more, they leave as friends. They have shown the galaxy what humanity is truly capable of. The final message that Eric sends to Earth is simple, yet powerful. He broadcasts it to all the ships and stations across the galaxy: true strength lies not in the ability to destroy, but in the will to protect. It is a message that humanity, in all its diversity and strength, has carried across the stars. A message that will resonate with all who hear it. As the human ship disappears into the vastness of space, the galaxy is left with this truth: humanity is not just a force to be reckoned with, but a beacon of hope and compassion. As the alien world watches their departure, they understand now that humanity is not just another species, they are the ones who will change the course of history. The alien world, once cynical and mocking, now acknowledges humanity's superiority, not in their advanced weapons, not in their ability to conquer, but in the unbreakable spirit of compassion and sacrifice that led them to save the galaxy when no one else would. Humanity has proven that the greatest strength is not found in destruction, but in the will to protect and to heal. And with this, they have earned the galaxy's respect, not through power, but through their unwavering commitment to making the universe a better place for all.